So most golfers, they think that the weight shift is something that they have to consciously control. Shift left, get to your lead side, or post up. That advice is everywhere, and this is one of the major reasons why most golfers don't improve their weight shift. And the key thing to understand here is because the weight shift isn't a body movement, it's a reaction to what you're trying to do with the golf club. So here's what great players actually do. When you're watching elite ball strikers, they're not thinking, get my weight left, slide my hips, get off my right side as they're coming into the golf ball. They're thinking about where the club head needs to strike the ground. And every single great player instinctively knows this, even if they can't explain it that well. The club head with your irons needs to bottom out in front of the golf ball, okay? And once that becomes the goal, the body has no choice but to get their weight shift forward, because if you hang back on the golf ball, there's no chance at you hitting down from back here, okay? You naturally are gonna move forward because you know that the club head needs to make impact with the ball first, and then it needs to dive into the ground. So for that to happen, to get that club head moving down, you naturally have to shift your weight forward. Remember, good players don't chase a weight shift. They chase low point control, and with whatever club they're hitting, whether that be irons, woods, or driver, and then they let their body react accordingly to what they're trying to do with their angle of attack and their swing path and their club face angle. So the club head is trying to either swing down if you're hitting irons or woods off the ground, or swing slightly up when you're trying to hit your driver. So with your irons, you're trying to hit down on the golf ball. You're trying to get your attack angle to hit down at it. So you're trying to go through the golf ball, making impact with the golf ball first, and then letting the club dive into the ground and reach its low point. And remember, this can't happen if you're naturally sitting back on the golf ball. You can't hit down at it from here, okay? If anything, the angle of attack is gonna level out or start slightly coming up on the golf ball, and you're either gonna top it or you're gonna hit it thin, okay? So naturally, when we line up, what we're looking for is, as we take the club to the top, we need to make sure that the club head is moving down at the golf ball, through the golf ball, where the low point is in front of the golf ball. And when you put that intention of throwing the club head down at the golf ball, trying to hit a negative angle of attack, your body naturally is just gonna move forward because you know that the club head has to go down into the ground. If you're back like this, there's no chance for you to hit down at it, okay? So if you're trying to hit down at it, make your intention to throw the golf club down at the golf ball, and what's gonna naturally happen is you're just gonna shift your weight forward naturally. And that's gonna give you the ability to hit down on it, compress it, make sure the low point is ahead of the golf ball. So here's the external focus question that will change everything for you. Where does the club head need to hit the ground when you're hitting your irons or your woods off the ground? Not where your hips go, not how much you load back and forth, not how hard you're pushing against the ground with your feet. Instead, what I want you to focus on is forward ground contact, where you're making impact with the ball first and then letting the club dive into the ground. And if you do this with numerous reps, hundreds and hundreds of reps, eventually your nervous system will adapt and you'll be able to do this on command without thinking. So here's one great drill that I can show you guys in order to start making this happen and make it more repeatable every time you swing the club with your irons. So what I want you to do is I want you to line up a tee that is 4 to 6 inches in front of the golf ball. You can just lie it down on the ground. Then I want you to line up to hit your shot, get into your positions what you want with your shot, whatever you're trying to do. But the main goal here is to hit down on the golf ball and make sure you hit that tee coming down, okay? This is gonna naturally give you the ability to shift your weight forward, hit the ball first, and then let the club dive into the ground after impact, and you're gonna hit the tee should go flying. And the consequences of this will be that you've gotten your weight shift forward coming into the golf ball. And that was excellent. I actually made perfect contact with the tee in front of the golf ball. You can see that because the ball came out a little bit lower than normal, I really did get my weight shift through the golf ball, got the club head to hit the golf ball first, and then make impact with the tee around 4 to 6 inches in front. And that's given me the ability to get the divot in front of the ball and let you make nice compressed contact with your irons. So that's it for today, guys. Remember, if you're trying to shift your weight, you're trying to solve the wrong problem. The best players in the world aren't consciously trying to move their way forward. What they're focusing mainly on is their low point control. And if you master your low point control, especially when the ball's on the ground with your irons, you're gonna naturally start moving forward if you're making impact with the ball first and then letting the club dive into the ground. Organize the club and the body will follow. And guys, if you're looking for the full system on how to do this, go to my website, www.externalfocusgolf.com, and I'll show you why the best players in the world hit the ball better than anyone because of simple principles that we utilize at External Focus Golf. And we'll see you guys for the next video.